Okay, I'm going to try and explain this. Part of this I already explained earlier in some videos back, and you probably didn't get it. Maybe you'll get it this time. So, dickhead Obama on his way out, right? This freaking scourge of humanity on his way out is pardoning all of these people, some fucking crazy ass amount of people. One of them is this dude right here, Oscar Lopez. Blew up 200 places in the 70s and 60s or early 80s because he was a rebel and he was fighting for Cuba, right? Obama commutes FALN member. Well, this is going in a specific direction, okay? Before Benghazi, Hillary released FALN terrorists. So the two of these idiots, are one and the same, basically, by what they've done. Hillary and Obama. Now, let's look at this. People say, oh, that means blah, 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 but no, it doesn't. It means fallen. It means exactly what it is. Because here's what we're going to do. We're going to finish the word. We're going to take that out of there. And I'm going to show you the equivalent of what it is. Because there's two explanations to it. But they both work the same way. Okay, so let's just go right here. Bear with me here for a second. I gotta move this. And then we'll just bring this back over here. So, what do we have here now? What do we have here? We have fallen. All they did is they just made it more convenient to hide the truth. Fallen terrorists. Well, who are the fallen terrorists? Well, who are they? Here they are over here. Oh, wait a minute. He's a shadow, but he's behind bars. Interesting that they would portray these fallen as dark shadows. That's interesting. Well, who are they? Well, it's this one, and then it's this freak over here. Now, this little shit, okay, right here, we're supposed to get 35 years in jail. Well, I don't like those numbers 3 and 5. That's another combination. But let's just use it for the time being, and not for that time being. I don't like using those colloquialisms, but let's just use it for right now. Okay, so this fuck piece of shit was turning into this piece of shit, and he turned over all of these things and got a bunch of agents killed. So he's supposed to do 35 years, and then they let him out. Obama pardoned him today, or yesterday. Okay? Okay, so we know that these fuckers are fallen. Well, they're androgynous, right? They're showing you right here that it's androgyny, male and female. Okay? Now, let's come over to this. Will Trump slam the door on Obama's dreamers? Obama's dreamers. Who are Obama's dreamers? Well, his explanation is, oh, people that came to America, but they're not legal, but they want to stay because they're dreamers. They dream of getting a house and a car and an education. Bullshit. Bullshit. Now, let's get back over to where I was trying to show you before in an earlier video some time ago, a ways back. When I was in high school, there was a group called Supertramp, And one of their albums was called Crime of the Century. Okay? Right here. See it? Supertramp, Crime of the Century. Now, you see the two hands? You see the bars? You see all the stars? Remember, this is what the American flag is. It's stars and bars. Okay? Now, on this album, Crime of the Century, stay tuned for a minute. So if we look, this is the album Crime of the Century. Okay? Here it is here. If we look, remember, we're talking about Obama's Dreamers, right? Let's go down it, because I know all of these. I know this album. I had it. Let's go down. Up here it is, number 5, and here's Dreamer. And what is the number? 33. Okay. Now, where can I put this? Well, I can't move it. So here we have Crime of the Century and we have Dreamer. Now Obama's sticking around Washington for the Dreamers. Okay, are you starting to understand the picture here? It's one reality laid on top of another one. There's a whole nother realm of shit going on. We're getting some bullshit news story about another thing. This is why the whole pushback on Trump, from our vantage point as human beings, makes no sense. Because you would just say, oh, fuck it, he won, big deal. But it's because Trump is Baal, and Baal rules over these guys. And that's why I said it's like, this is why Hillary said, if this guy gets in, our heads are going to be in a noose. It's like they're trying to stop themselves from being punished or being locked down. Are you following what I'm saying? This is what all of this is about. This is why I was trying to tell you guys before, but I'm glad that he finally used it. Obama, that he was releasing some of the Dreamers, and he was releasing some of the FLN, the Fallen. And then he's asking Trump not to get rid of all the Dreamers. See, they've never told us the truth. And so this is why they can't help us, because they can't tell you who they really are. And that's blown up in their face, because now when they need us, they can't tell us. You see what I mean about shooting themselves in the foot? Well, so what are the odds, the coincidence that Obama uses, the word, for the Dreamers. And I showed you guys that there was an album called Crime of the Century with the dude behind bars. And then you get the gist of it. And that the record is exactly 3 minutes and 30 seconds long, which is your 33. Do you understand? We're talking about a whole nother reality going on. You're being lied to on the news. And this openly explains why Baal, who is the dude that rules over this type of shit, is locking these fuckers back down. And that's why fuckers like Rosie O'Donnell and Hillary Clinton are fucking panicked to shit, because he's got the power to do that. Now, the name of the album is Crime of the Century. In the song it says, now they're planning the crime of the century. Well, what will it be? Well, we'll find out. We'll find out what the crime of the century is, because this guy's getting inaugurated in 2 days. So what will the crime of the century be? Are they going to try and break out? We'll see. Maybe, why else would you have 5,000 soldiers there and bikers and everything else? That's all interesting stuff, in my opinion. So, Crime of the Century and the song Dreamer is on there with exactly 3 minutes and 30 seconds. There's a whole nother reality here going on, folks. And they're lying to you, and they're giving it to you like this. There's a reason why this dude from the FLAN is shown as a shadow. But I'd like to take this time again to thank the Truth Movement for helping us figure this out. because they've done absolutely nothing. So maybe you'll understand this album. I didn't know back in 1975 what it meant, but I surely get it now. Will Trump slam the door on Obama's dreamers? Why would you use that word, slam the door? You use that word when you're talking about a jail cell. And I sure as fuck hope so. These fucks have been running around. Ugh, you get it.